What's happening, guys? It's your boy Cdwoods here, back with another video on the platform known as YouTube. Today, we're going to be talking about what I want to see in the NBA Finals. The two teams I want to see duel head-to-head, 5-on-5 for 48 minutes on 7 games. So yeah, we're going to be talking about the NBA Finals, and these teams actually have a realistic chance of actually making it. Now, this is not going to be the Cavs and the Warriors for a third time. No, I think we've all got quite bored of that, let's be honest. If you really want to see another Cavs and Warriors, I mean, great for you, but I'm a bit tired of that crap right now. It's old. But what I want to see the Toronto Raptors. That's kind of guaranteed. If you didn't think I was going to say that, then you're crazy. But I want to see the Toronto Raptors take on the team from Los Angeles named the Clippers. I think that would be awesome. And hold up, before you Warriors fans, before you Spurs fans, or any other fans of not these two teams go on and say, oh, that's so unrealistic. Neither of these teams have a shot at making it. Oh my gosh. Hold up now. Come on. You gotta realize, both of these teams are really good freaking teams. Now, the Raptors went to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. They won 2 games against Cleveland. If they can win 2 more against Cleveland, they're going to the NBA Finals. So that saying that's unrealistic for them to go is real. It's stupid because it's real. It actually can happen. With LeBron getting older, we have the 7th youngest team. If our stars don't play as bad as they were playing, we went through 2 7-game series beforehand and were injured with a lot of playable injuries, while the Cavs went through 2 sweeps and then got to us. I mean, come on. And I mean, the Clippers, I mean, they're a good team now. They got Chris Paul. They got CP3, who can definitely take on Steph Curry any day and at least hold his own ground. He's probably the best defensive point guard in the NBA, and he's a pretty good passer. He's a pretty good passer. I would say so myself. You got like a 3-time 6th man of the year in Jamal Crawford. I think if it's 3 or 4 times, I don't know who it is. But I mean, you got him. Then you got Blake Griffin. And you got DeAndre Jordan, who can get rebounds and would really be the Achilles heel for the Warriors because their center is Zaza Pachulia. DeAndre would dominate Zaza Pachulia. So that's how they can get to the NBA Finals. It is actually a realistic chance for both of them to get to the Finals. I don't think the Clippers have ever been to a conference finals, so I mean, that would be a first time for them being at the NBA Finals. And the Raptors, it would be their first time getting to the NBA Finals as well, so it would be a historic mark. I don't know like when the last time that's happened, but it would be an historic mark for 2 teams who have never made the NBA Finals go on head-to-head. But then getting on more into the matchups, I mean, you got Chris Paul, CP3, a top 5 point guard in the NBA, maybe even a top 3, depending on who you ask, versus Kyle Lowry, a top 10 player last year in terms of production. He was shooting better than Damian Lillard in the regular season and is a top 3 defensive point guard in the NBA, definitely. If he gets hot going into that series, that's going to be a really fun matchup to see. Then you got Jonas Valanciunas versus DeAndre Jordan. Jonas Valanciunas was dominating in the playoffs last year, dominated a really good center in Hassan Whiteside, and I want to see if he could dominate DeAndre Jordan as well in the playoffs. That would be a really fun and interesting matchup to see who would win that kind of little thing between DeAndre and Jonas Valanciunas. I would definitely love to see it. Then you got Norman Powell versus Jamal Crawford. Jamal Crawford being a 3 or 4-time 6th man of the year, and Norman probably being kind of like our little 6th man, I guess. I don't know if we consider him our 6th man, but I mean, he's probably one of our best players coming off the bench, other than maybe Patterson, who I honestly think should start, but, you know, we're going to put in Jared Sullinger more than likely. I mean, we got Jared Sullinger going up against Blake Griffin, and that's not really a kind of cool matchup. I mean, it just depends on how much Jared Sullinger improves, because I've heard Hoops Habit is predicting him to be an all-star in like their bowl predictions. So if he's an all-star, that would be an amazing duel going on between Jared Sullinger and Blake Griffin. And then we still got DeMar DeRozan, our top player, our franchise player. In terms of just shaking up the NBA and proving that even though you're an underdog, you can still win, I think this would be a good series, a good NBA Finals for the whole NBA. I mean, talent-wise, neither of these teams are #1 in their conference. I hate to say it, but I mean, no one beats LeBron talent-wise. LeBron is the most talented player in the NBA. And I mean, talent-wise, no one is better at overall team talent than the Warriors, who have Kevin Durant, MVP, Stephen Curry, 2-time MVP, Draymond Green, All-Star, Klay Thompson, All-NBA and All-Star. That's a god talent. And you still got Andre Iguodala, who was a really good small forward. I don't know if he was I believe he was an All-Star. I don't know where he was before he came there, but I mean, he's still good. So you just have all that talent. The Clippers still have a realistic chance of actually beating them because, I mean, they got Chris Paul matching up on Steph Curry. They got Blake Griffin, and they got DeAndre. I think and they got a Jamal Crawford, the 6th man of the year for a while. So yeah, they could take it. I mean, the Spurs, I mean, they got lost to the Thunder last year. I mean, I just don't. I'm not discounting the Spurs. I'm never discounting the Spurs and Greg Popovich. But I just feel like the Clippers would have a chance, especially with the retiring of Tim Duncan. I don't think Paul Gasol is going to fill Tim Duncan's role all the way, and I think that's still a big hole. I mean, they got Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili still getting really up there in age now too. So I mean, of course, they got Kawhi Leonard emerging as a top 5 NBA player, if not a top 3 NBA player. In my terms, he's the best player other than LeBron in the NBA. But I still think the Clippers still have a realistic shot. They can beat the Warriors. They can definitely beat the Spurs. I mean, that's just as simple as that. But yeah, you would have the Toronto Raptors more than likely coming off a win over the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the Clippers, who would be coming off of beating probably the Warriors and the Spurs, or maybe the Trailblazers or somebody else. But what do you guys think? I want to hear your opinions. Write down your dream NBA Finals series in the comments below. I really want to hear your opinions on this one, guys. If it's the Nets and the Lakers, I still want to hear your opinion. I mean, if that happened, I mean, hey, I'll vote for Trump if that happens. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe if you like this content. It'll really make my day. And I mean, if you enjoy the content, why not? So yeah, go ahead and do that. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.